Welcome to the Rob, Comrade, and Kale Show. Rob Sanders.
I don't care. My jokes don't go over. I don't care.
Comrade Mike Dobreski.
I don't care. We hate you. I don't care.
And Kale Hall.
This is stupid. Making noises on the show. You're like a crazy person. Why do you do this to your father and I?
The Rob, Comrade, and Kale podcast.
And welcome in to the latest edition of the Rob, Comrade, and Kale Show. I'm Rob Sanders. Thanks for joining us here this evening. I have to welcome in my co-host this evening. We will start with the man who is a plank holder in this podcast, meaning the two of us started it. He is the comrade, Mike Dobreski. Mike, good evening, sir.
It's good to be here. It is Wednesday. It means pick night. It's when the comrade computer becomes transparent to all. And I dropped some winners for you, 21-9 this season. I mean, this is free. You guys are here. I mean, touts charge you $400 for this information. I'm giving it to you for free. 21-9, the comrade computer does not lie, my friends. Does not lie. And tonight we have some great computer winners tonight. Some good ones.
Fuck your computer. That's what I think of your computer. Fuck your computer. All right, anyway, let's welcome the third member of our podcast. He is the bald man from the upstate and is becoming world famous in the land of corn. He is Kale Hall. Kale, what is up, my friend?
Not much. My favorite night of the week now, since Sunday night. It's not going to be my favorite night of the week when you win some and lose a lot. You tend to like the night you make the picks instead of the night you have to eat the crow.
Yeah, I kind of feel for you, Kale, on that. But, hey,
I know, I'm good.
It's funny. As the more and more we move along, man, it's great to have Kale on the show with us. All right,
lots of two ranked teams. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
What we do. We lose the ranked teams around here.
Tough schedule.
Well, I mean,
we have covered the spread. We are 2-0 against the spread, though, Kale. 2-0 in Vegas. Okay,
that's true.
That is true. And listen. That's important for alumni. Alumni who are betting on their team are making money in the Gamecocks right now. So think about it.
I don't know if I'm feeling that or not.
Yes, so just throwing it out there. Trying to look at positives. You know, I'm a half glass full person. A glass half full. Half glass full.
You're 100% asshole.
You know, I try to look at the good in everybody. The good.
Don't.
Okay. And so you gotta, be positive. Be kind to people. Okay. Change up how you view things, Gamecock fans. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be okay.
Yeah. Okay. Is it really gonna be okay?
It's Vanderbilt week. We don't lose. I don't care how bad our teams have been. We don't lose to Vandy. And the only time we've lost to Vandy before is when our team we thought was really good, we lost to them. The 07 team. Good Lord. What a season that was. But normally, even as bad as we are, I'm talking interim coach after our coach quit on us, even then we still beat on Vanderbilt, We still beat Vanderbilt. So is Cal throwing up?
Hey, my dog just cut a fart over here.
Oh, those are the worst. Dog farts are the
worst. Is your dog ripping ass, Kale? What the fuck?
He just blew ass. I mean, you see what kind of food they eat. I mean, holy shit! So you can just imagine what that smells like coming out.
But by the way, if you look behind me right now, I've got my TV on there. You'll see the Yankees are getting their ass pounded. I noticed no Yankee fans in here tonight. Usually I get Yankee fans who want to start crap with me in here, and I ignore it. But I don't see him tonight. Getting that ass spanked. Anyway, that's sorry, funny. Off topic, whatever.
I just like that sound effect. By the way, Virtual Kale joins us, man. We appreciate him joining us as always. Virtual Kale, are you
What's
here?
going on,
Thank you.
motherfuckers?
Hello, Virtual Kale. All right, so we're
going
gonna
to do repairs on it.
I might have to kick Virtual Kale in the face if he doesn't get his shit together. Just in case says Kamala is getting pounded too.
No.
Anyway,
Disrespectful. He's dead.
we're not going to talk politics tonight, gentlemen. What we can talk about are the wonderful football games that are going on this weekend. First, we have to thank our sponsors, Callaway's Bar and Grill out in West Columbia, Highway 1 diagonal from the Walmart. We appreciate them for sponsoring the show. And, of course, you got to go by and check them out. Retro video games, all kinds of good beer at Callaway's Bar and Grill, Callaway'sBarAndGrill.com. Also, DNC Trucking and Transport, the No Spin Zone segment with the Comrade. Comrade, read away.
Real quick, though, Hunter Slay asked, am I a Red Sox fan? What's my Twitter handle, Rob Sanders?
At the pesky pole.
Okay. Enough said. Anyway, okay, on to this crap I have to read. Here we go. It sucks to be a Gamecock. Dabo Sweeney is a man that inspires me. How bad will it be if my sorry-ass team does not beat Vanderbilt? We are a shit show of a program. Betty Wilson hates a couple of things. Me, and when little Dennis smells like country ham. Little Dennis. It's utterly shameful to be a Gamecock. Go Tigers.
Now it works. That message courtesy of Dennis Wilson, DNC Trucking and Transport. We appreciate Dennis for sponsoring the show. If you want to be a sponsor of this fine program that reaches thousands of people each week, feel free to get in touch with us. I'm on Twitter at Rob Sounds Good. The Comrades at the Pesky Pole. You can find us on Facebook. Or if you want to deal with Kale, you can find Kale too. He's very, very approachable. He can put together a nice little ad package for you. However you want to do it, just let us know. We'd love to have you sponsor the show as well. All right, so Callaway's Pick'em Challenge, man. Right now, the Comrade's computer. Notice I didn't say the Comrade. The Comrade went and bought this computer because he's too stupid to make his own picks. So now he's got this computer that he's ranting and raving about. But that is what's in the lead is the Comrade's computer. So
the computer is this 5 head right here. This is where the computer is. The 5 right here is where it all is. I push the buttons, boop, 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 and it pops up results, my friends.
There's nothing that good that comes out of you, or your computer will not. I've got two. You know what? I'm going to go out on a limb here. I've got two bold predictions. Two bold predictions for this year. The first one: the Comrade's computer will not win the Pick'em Challenge, and
it will.
The second one, and the Comrade's going to want to mark the tape on this one. If you got your pen ready, and Kale, get yours too, buddy. Write this down right now. It is October the 7th. On December the 19th, Clemson is going to stomp Gamecock ass in basketball.
It's not going to happen.
First, ladies and gentlemen, Amir Sims, Alamir Dawes.
Doesn't matter.
We're going to break fucking rims. And
when that game tips off, you're down 16-0 because of Brad Burn.
I'm muting your mic right now because this is what's important here. Clemson will be playing in the ACC championship game. I will be sitting in the press box in Charlotte, covering the game from my fine station, and I will be watching this game on my little.
We won't be together. We won't get to watch together, will we?
My team.
Wait. The game's in Columbia this year. Basketball game.
It's in Columbia.
It's in Columbia.
We had a shithole last year.
This year's been
40 fans.
This year's been so crazy. I forget where.
Unlike some people on this show, I have no problem putting it out there. Clemson's gonna beat that ass. Write it down.
I just hope by then.
More basketball knowledge, folks. I know more than these two fuckos that are on the show. With me. Basketball is what I know about.
We're a Final Four program. You're a
a punk.
We're a Final Four program. Yeah. Listen, I really hope, and this is I'm gonna say this right now, and I love football. Don't get me wrong, I love football. But the whole COVID thing with the low attendance and everything, that really doesn't bother. I mean, it bothers me watching them on TV. But over the years, as I've gotten older, I have not really missed going to Gamecock football games. I like watching on TV. I like watching the whole day of college football. But basketball, and plus with football, it's hard to see everything.
Right.
You get to watch more on TV. But like basketball and baseball games for Gamecock, that really hurts me if there's restrictions this year, which it probably will be on attendance. I love going to a bunch of basketball games. I love Gamecock baseball games. So, I'm there a lot.
All right, well, we got to get to our picks, but I just wanted to put that out there because it's October the 7th. Comrade, write that down because I have no problem going back.
You can't beat a Final Four program. Sorry, Final Four program.
Well, we beat the
we
shit out
take care of teams at home like Kentucky and Tennessee.
Yeah, we do that.
Georgia, Arkansas.
What happened the last time?
And we are loaded this year with experience.
I don't think it's going to be much of a problem.
AJ Lawson coming back. Seventh Woods is going to be playing. Oh my God, we are loaded, my friend. Loaded.
You got a UNC on your
loaded.
team. All that shit.
We are the basketball capital of the world with Don Staley and Frank Martin. It basically, college basketball. If a guy just comes out and says, "I want to go to the college basketball capital of the world," they go, "Sir, Columbia, South Carolina's over here." That's you come.
By the way, getting back to our picks here, comrades in the lead with 21. Some notable names here: Jeremy McClure and Dennis Wilson, both at 19. I'm at 17. Big Dick Dule is at 16. Edwin Reeves, our lone LSU fan that follows the show, he's at 15. Nathan Medlin's at 15 with his sorry ass. Hopefully he doesn't puke. Jason Sims is at 15. That's a comrade's secret lover.
Not that secret anymore. We are out.
I just outed them. Sorry. Beth Webb's at 14. Billy Muse is at 14. Lisa Sester Harkins, who's upset that we didn't sing happy birthday to her, is at 14.
Sorry.
Pat Tomlinson's also at 14. I keep looking. Jackpot Jr. is at 17. Look at that. Jackpot, is at 13.
By the way, real quick, Matt Tomlinson. Matt Tomlinson was on Facebook today, was posting things. He didn't tag me. And for some reason, my Facebook feed set up where if you have not picked at least 50% of your games correct, I can't see your post unless you tag me. So just something to think about, Matt Tomlinson. Sorry, it's not me.
I'm ready to make my move this week. First one to be overtaken, Matt Tomlinson. Next week, Jackpot Jr.
There you go, Jackpot Jr.
Watch out.
He's got bragging rights in the house.
We are so much better than you.
I'm just saying it'd be pretty shitty if you paid Jackpot Jr.'s fee to get in, and he beat your ass. That'd sort of be like App State going up to Michigan and getting a fee.
He paid his own fee.
If Jackpot Jr. wins, though, does Kale get half the money? How's that work?
No, we're going to change the name of the show to Rob, Comrade, and Jackpot Jr. That's what the hell we're doing.
No, he's going to use it to pay that high-ass car insurance.
They better get after it. Anyway, my money's on Jackpot Jr. All right, so we got games to pick this weekend. I normally share the screen with this. Let me do that really quick here. The folks that are watching on YouTube, you guys, we appreciate you guys. Folks watching on Facebook, we appreciate you guys too. But I can, let's see here, submit our Week 5 picks. And I'm showing these to the Facebook crowd here and the YouTube crowd. And let's make sure that everybody can see it. Some notes. Jonathan says, Debreski, at least I have a chance to listen to playoff baseball.
Listen,
you know what?
But right, they might need you out of the bullpen tonight because, good Lord, they're getting their ass kicked. They go warm up, Bo. Right? They might need you. They might call you to the pen. Listen, it's fine. You're in the playoffs. You're not winning. You're not winning the ring. You're not winning the ring. Here's my prediction real quick. Here's a baseball prediction for you. The Red Sox will win another World Series before the Yankees win their next World Series. Mark it down. Mark it down. We're just rebuilding, bro. We knew pandemic crap bubble. We don't play this shit. We play real baseball. this little pony league shit. You get your ass kicked. Bottom line.
Yeah. Fuck the Yankees forever. I'm sorry. I can't stand the Red Sox either. Justin says that dog just licked its other asshole. Fuck Kales. What the hell is that going on about there? All right, so the picks for this. Let's see here. First matchup, as I'm entering my information here. We got, 8 games this week, right, comrade?
8 games in the slate. Nothing's been canceled, I don't think, yet, right? Nothing's been canceled? I've been in the baseball field all night.
We do have one game that's been moved, but it's not on our docket.
Okay, good. None of our games have been canceled.
Yeah, playing at Mizzou. All right, Pitt and Boston College. Jackpot, we're going to let you pick first tonight since the comrade's got like a touchdown lead on you. We're going to let you pick first. Pitt at Boston College. Pitt is a 4.5-point favorite. All right, which way you leaning in there, Jackpot?
I think that North Carolina kind of exposed the BC defense last week for being a little bit susceptible to the run. I think that Pitt will be able to line up and run the ball against BC. I don't. BC is a decent team. I don't think they're good. Pitt is going to rebound this week. That was a disappointing loss for them last week. If you watch the Carolina Jackpot channel, which you should be doing, that was one of my you nailed it picks of the week. NC State knocking off Pitt. I think they rebound this week in a big way on the road, and I think they cover the spread and take down BC.
All right. Well, comrade, what is your pick on this, man? Which way are you going?
We went to the computer, and the computer does not lie. 21-9 does not lie. And the computer loves himself some Doug Flutie. He's not playing, but he's there in spirit. BC is for real. They're for real. And this is a money line special pick. We got a few games this week that are money line picks. But take BC to win the game outright. Now, go ahead and get the 4.5 points, too. Don't be stupid. But take BC with the points. They're going to win this game outright, 21-19 in a thriller. A thriller. ACC lacrosse fans will turn off their lacrosse games and put this game on for like 10 minutes. That's how good this game is going to be for them. For 10 minutes and watch the ending. 21-19.
There's nothing thrilling about Pitt or BC.
I think BC will block a field goal late in a thriller up in Chestnut Hill, not far from the greatest ballpark in the world, Fenway Park. Not far, down the street, down the road a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I personally, I don't like to say that I agree with the comrade's computer, but I like BC as well. I like what their coach is doing up there, man. I like their quarterback. Kale, we need to get you on the how to pronounce this guy's name because you are the guy that's better at pronouncing names and shit. Is it Jared, what the hell? I don't know.
Jerkovic.
So, I'm not exaggerating. I was listening to some national show, and they called him Jerk-Offich. I'm just driving down the road like a middle schooler.
Laughing on Jerk-a-dick.
Jerk-a-dick. All right, anyway, so there you go.
What's that? Missouri? What the Missouri? The kid that's been playing quarterback. What was it? Connor Bazelak, and they called him on the podcast. Somebody on their mail line called him the Dazzled Sack.
The Dazzled Sack. You know what? If Jackpot Jr. beats you, we may call this the Rob Comrade and Dazzle Sack show.
Dazzle Sack.
That may be what we call you is the Dazzle Sack. You better beat your boy in this contest, or we're not gonna let you live that down forever. You should have never told us your son entered. That once your son gets to the point where he can enter and he's old enough to do it, it's open season. That's why my daughter wanted to enter. No, we can't have all that. I want to play in the contest. No, it's not happening. Anyway, next game on the schedule here: Virginia Tech at North Carolina. Virginia Tech is a 6.5-point underdog. Jackpot, what you got?
Tough one. Virginia Tech's played pretty well, though, considering all the coronavirus issues they've had. North Carolina, though, I think that it's time that they finally put it all together. If they're going to put it all together this year, we've been looking for them to do some big things. So far, in my opinion, ain't. They had a game canceled. They looked pretty good against Syracuse, I guess. Me, didn't impress against Boston College last week, though. Really game they failed to cover, but a lot of the people are going with Virginia Tech. A lot of money coming in on Virginia Tech. I'm going the other way. I'm going to go UNC in this one.
All right, so you like UNC. Comrade, which way you going, man?
All right, the computer spit this out and really has as a close ball game. And once again, I told you back in August that UNC is probably the most overrated team in the country based on where they were ranked preseason. I wasn't buying it, and it's kind of played out that way. They've looked pretty crappy. They look like UNC, like I thought they were. Close ball game here. I'm not real sold on Fuente and Virginia Tech either. It's 6.5 points. I wish it was 7.5 points. I hate that 6.5 number. I feel like I'm going to get shitted on with a 7-point Tar Heel win. But I don't feel great about this one. And that's why I feel I'm going to go 7-1 this week. I think I may lose this game. But if I'm going to lose, for crying out loud, I'm going to lose picking against UNC, because God forbid if I take UNC, I lose the game. I'll hate myself. Take the Hokies with the points. I don't feel great about that, though. But
I like North Carolina to win by about 10 points. So I'll take North Carolina minus the 6.5. Up next, the Florida Gators, the team that's going to win the SEC East, is playing Texas A&M, a team that South Carolina has never beaten and will probably not beat this year either. But they are one of the most overrated programs in college football, the Texas A&M Aggies. Kale, what's your pick on this game, man?
Home game for A&M. Going out, could have some weather issues out there. So, I don't know how that's going to affect Florida's offense. We know that they're going to be able to throw the ball around. But we also know they have some problems on defense as well. They have some problems stopping the run. Texas A&M likes to use a tight end in their vertical passing game. So I think we'll see some of that from Jimbo Fisher. They're 1-1 right now. Didn't look good though in their one win. The thing that they lost 52-24 at Alabama, but the thing that impressed me about them, they got down 14-0 early. They got punched in the mouth, but they came back and they punched Alabama in the mouth. They tied the game up. Now, it didn't play out that way, and they ended up getting their asses pounded. But, I mean, they're battle-tested. They're more battle-tested right now at, playing at Alabama than Florida is playing the Gamecocks at home and Ole Miss on the road. Call me nuts, call me crazy. I'm taking Texas A&M to cover in this one. I think they keep this thing really close, and they may spring the upset. I don't think Texas A&M is as bad as people think. I don't think they're as overrated as people think. They were rated this high for a reason by somebody. And I just think that I think they get Florida right here. I think they catch Florida looking ahead because they got LSU the next week. Maybe we see that happen. I don't know. I just got a funny feeling about it. I'm taking the Aggies at home.
All right. Let's see here. Comrade, what's your pick?
Let me translate what Kale Hall just said in one sentence. He thinks Florida's a fraud. He thinks Kyle Trask is a fraud. And listen, I've been telling you this all since August. Now, the problem is the Florida's first two games, they played an Ole Miss team. That sucks. And let's be honest, played a team last week who had no damn defense, and we already covered that. I'm ashamed of how bad our fucking defenses. Okay, but now we're getting back to playing actual real defenses now and a real team, and you're going to see Kyle Trask start to show that he's overrated. The Heisman talk ends this week. There'll be no more Heisman talk when this week is over. He'll throw some picks. He'll look some bad, and the Gators will look flat. And not only will A&M cover, they will win this game outright. This is a money line special. Put $100 on it. Go buy yourself some dinner with the wife, kids, got a girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever it is who you're seeing. A&M wins the game 27-24. This is a lock this week. The computer agrees. 27-24, it agrees. I love when the computer and myself were on the same page. I love that. Doesn't always happen. There's a game later on today we'll talk about where I'm not on the same page with the computer. We'll go to computer. 27-24 A&M. They beat the Gators. Kellen Mond plays big. The best quarterback in the field Saturday will be Kellen Mond, not Kyle Trask. Mark it down.
That's fucking trash.
Thank you, Virtual Kale. The two gentlemen picked against the maybe not Kale as much, but Comrade wants so bad for Florida to look like shit for one game. That way he can come back in here on this podcast and he can tell us, I told y'all Kyle Trask was trash.
21-9. 21-9, my friends.
But we can go with what you've documented. You've said that he's a fraud, and he's got the most quarterback touchdown passes through 2 games in SEC history.
Shit-ass defense.
And that doesn't matter.
It does too matter. It
does not matter.
Jesus
Holy
Christ.
Shit.
If I got to play against Ole Miss in Gamecock defense in my career, I'd have a damn statue of me somewhere.
Yeah, okay.
He's a fraud.
He's not a fraud.
The fraud will play out. The next 2 weeks, he's got LSU, A&M and LSU. He will look so bad next 2 weeks. Like, oh man, I don't know what happened to Kyle Trask. Why is he in a slump for? It's not a slump.
Kyle Trask is
he's
not
a fraud.
He's not going to go through a slump.
He's a fraud.
Look, Kellen Mond.
Kellen Mond's going to ball out. He's going to ball out on Saturday. Ball out. That defense, that Gator defense is horrible, by the way.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, good Lord. I mean, I'm not trying to say Mike Bub was not a good offensive coordinator, but good Lord, we went up down the field in their ass. Okay? Kellen Mond is going to destroy them.
Keep talking. This is going to be so great to put together Sunday. Shit.
First of all, let me be clear. 27-24. I'm saying, you're still going to blow them out. I'm not saying that. 27-24, A&M beats Florida. Okay? That's the final score. They went by 3.
Now, see, I'm not going with that. Here's my logic.
And that's why you're not in first place. Let's be honest.
I didn't pay to have a computer do my picks for me. And by the way, I'm not that far off, so fucking eat a dick. As far as Florida, here's what's gonna happen. Okay? Here's what's gonna happen. Florida has the better quarterback. Florida has the better coach.
Kyle
Florida
Trask
has one of the best players in college football. Texas A&M has a coach who has a wife that he married that's a stripper that did gymnastics.
How many national championships does Florida's coach have?
I wonder if Ted Hedden knows him. Does Ted Hedden know his wife?
Because he went to the playoffs.
I don't know. I don't really give a shit.
Every strip club DJ I know
they
likes
help
Tim
you
Fish's wife.
out. Never.
So here's what I would do if I was a Florida fan. I'd find that former Florida trainer and I would have him on the sidelines at that Texas A&M game, just standing there next to the Florida head coach. Just have him standing there. That way Jimbo Fisher can look at the man who deep-dicked his wife right there in front of everybody. I mean, that's a Donald Trump move, but that's what he would do. That's what I would do. And that way, then he can go back to being the unit coach that he is, and they're going to ride him in that stupid cowboy hat he wears right out of town. So there we go. My pick is Florida, and I think they win big. They are a shit show down at Texas A&M. Not Gamecock level shit show, but definitely a fucking shit show.
You're all going to find out.
The next matchup is from this fine team. This is the Kale Hall special. I'm pretty happy about this. As I get the there we go. Here we go. There we go. The Kale Hall special coming up, ladies and gentlemen. Pretty happy about this. When it's like almost 2 service academies. Here we go. Yeah, buddy. All right, Kale. This is the Kale Hall special.
There's some reveille going on.
Yeah, no, this is Army, a 30.5-point favorite over the Fighting Bulldogs of the Citadel. Yes, the Citadel playing Army.
We lost to the Citadel for the second time in 25 fucking years.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Virtual Kale. But the Citadel's playing Army, and Army is a 30.5-point favorite. Kale, what is your pick in this game? This is the Kale Hall special this week. Which way are you rolling, man?
It's been a long time since these two have played, I believe.
Yeah.
I believe the last time they played, I was at this game. And it was
you went to an Army Citadel game.
Yes, I did.
Look at you.
And yeah, it was in West Point. This was in 1994, and it was really close. Army won. They kicked the field goal again. But anyway, that's been a long time ago. This Citadel team is not. I don't think is as good as some of the ones that we've seen in the past. They're 0-3 right now. This is their last game, I believe. I don't think they have anything else scheduled after this. So that makes me think that they're going to fight hard. That they're going to pull out all the stops. Army lost to Clemson. The Citadel beat or lost to Clemson 49-0. I mean, is Army 19 points worse than Clemson? Probably a lot more than that. I'm going to take the Citadel. I'm taking Citadel to cover here. I just think the fact that they're the last game that they're going to play this season, they're going to, pull out everything that they've got in that playbook with Coach. Who is their coach now?
Who, at the Citadel?
Yeah, who's their coach now?
Somebody better than Will Muschamp.
It's Coach Mom Jeans. I don't know.
So he can see and
make up a name. People will buy it, Kale.
Coach Mama Jeans.
I know. The last one I knew was Mike Houston was the last play. Is it something Powers? Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know. I think they covered the spread here because last week Army played Abilene Christian, and they beat them by about 30 points. Now, surely the Citadel, a military school, is better than a Sunday school, right?
Those Christians get pretty pumped up, though.
So military schools are better than the Bible. I think
they could be better than teams like that, Abilene Christian and Houston Baptist, and all these Sunday schools like Liberty. Yeah, I like the Citadel in this one to cover. Maybe they'll lose by 28. I mean, it's not going to be close, but Army will kick their ass. But give me the Bulldogs.
All right, Comrade, what's your pick with the Citadel and Army?
The computer's really working. This kind of the Kale Hall specials usually kind of make the computer not really quite work in all facets because of a lot of information. But I mean, just speaking, off the top of my head, I mean, a 30.5-point underdog. I mean, that's a lot of points, and I don't remember a Citadel ever really playing well when they're huge underdogs. I mean, I can't even think of one time where they came into a game being huge underdogs and did anything. I can't think of anything. I can't think of anything. But anyway, so that being said, I like the Citadel. I've kind of lost a little bit of respect just because I know someone who graduated from there who basically has an IQ of 10. So I'm kind of worried about that. Maybe it's an aberration. But anyway, I think Army rolls this one 44-7. 44-7. Army takes care of the Citadel and covers the spread.
Look, I have no. My pick is very simple. I respect Army for what they do, and they put a lot of. I don't know. I like Army. It's hard for me to pick against the. It's hard for me to pick against the Citadel though. Go down to Charleston, you see the Citadel down there. It's just cool. One of my best friends got married in the Citadel's chapel, and now his wife is like a professor at the Citadel. So I'm sure if I tell her, hey, I'm picking against the Citadel this week, she's not going to like it. But you know what? I will not pick against America. I'm going with Army. I think Army will cover the 30.5. It looks like Kale is going to be the only guy that takes the Citadel. Yeah. All right, virtual Kale. Calm
Nobody's
down.
taking these guys, though.
Exactly. Oklahoma and Texas playing at a neutral site. Oklahoma's a 2.5-point favorite. You know what? I want to put this out there publicly right now. Brock says a woman on the Citadel campus. Yes, sir. She teaches African American studies at the Citadel. They've got women.
They do have girls that go there now. This is not 1990.
They have women's sports there. I was like, they have women's basketball and everything. They're loaded up there at the Citadel. Anyway, the next matchup, I just want to put a big fuck you out there to the comrade for putting this on the schedule here. Or if I agreed to this, did I agree to this?
Red River. Well, yeah. I mean,
did I agree to it? All right. Fuck you, Rob. Fuck you, Rob.
Handpicked
on there. Look at this. I'll give myself the finger. Fuck off for putting this game on here. These are two shit teams. Can't stand them both. I don't like their fucking mascots. Every time the Oklahoma comes out with that stupid stagecoach of theirs, I hope it turns over. I don't want anybody hurt. I just want the fucking thing to turn over.
You know who's the Oklahoma man?
Who?
Good old JR.
Oh, really? Really? Really?
Fuck him. I don't ever want to see the motherfucker again.
Exactly.
I never said that.
Whoa, hold on. Wait a minute. You never said this?
Fuck him. I don't ever want to see the
like
motherfucker
you.
I
again.
didn't say it when I was talking about good old JR.
Oh, okay.
And I said something on here I didn't mean to.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry. Yeah. Comrade, Jackpot, you get to pick first. Who you got?
My pick in this one's real simple. I think this line's just fundamentally wrong because, looking at it, Texas is what they are, 2-1 right now. Got a blowout win over UTEP, and then they won in overtime against Texas Tech or something, and they lost to TCU last week, which I told you was probably going to happen. I wouldn't even throw that into the equation. Oklahoma, it's just been disappointing, and it's because of quarterback play. And I think the team that has the more experienced quarterback and the better quarterback in this situation is going to win. Right now, that's Texas. This Spencer Rattler guy is not – I thought he was going to be the next in a long line of these great Oklahoma quarterbacks that we've seen, like Baker Mayfield and Kyler Murray and Jalen Hurts to some degree. But, he's really none of that. That's not saying he's not going to be one day. But as Uncle Lou said, dang, I can't even say his name. Spencer Rattler guy is like Baker Mayfield without the upside. The shitty attitude on the sideline, the poor, pitiful, woe is me, kick the fucking grass look, but you don't have the explosiveness or the play of Baker Mayfield. Now maybe in time he'll get better. He's certainly talented. But I think Texas is going to win this game, and I think it's going to be because they have better quarterback play, and I think they have better defense.
So, all right. What we got for the game there, comrade? Get your computer fired up.
I want to bring up a point, though, that, Tom Herman is basically Texas fans want him fired right now. And, of course, Gamecock fans all think that Ray Tanner should have sucked his you-know-what to make him do the job here. So he hasn't really turned out real well at Texas. I don't think that Tom Herman will be doing a whole lot here in Columbia as well if he was our coach. Just want to throw that out there for the Muschamp bashers. I get it. I'm not real happy with Bill Muschamp either. But for those who think
I don't think we would have been any better off.
Exactly. So the whole people
and probably been another $5-8 million in the hole because he would have commanded a higher salary.
Yeah. So so just keep that in mind for
Zach Smith has no respect for him. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. So there's something to think about for Herman. So anyway, that being said, the computer has this one as a shootout, as a Red River shootout, and I kind of like what Kale said too. I'm not a big fan of Oklahoma's quarterback. He reminds me a lot of if Cole Stout had a baby with Kyle Parker. You know what I mean? It'd be Spencer Rattler. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Throwing out there. If you guys know who Cole Stout or Kyle Parker is, you're probably a brand new Clemson fan, which is most of you. They were quarterbacks back a few years ago.
A lot of them probably don't.
You probably don't know who, especially Kyle Parker. Probably have no clue who Kyle Parker is. You die hard.
Are you gonna pick the game, or are you gonna be
anyway? Don't get mad at me because I'm speaking truth, but your fan base.
Oh Jesus!
Your fan base is
fucking game, please.
98% bandwagon fans who think that freaking
Crash.
You think that Deshaun Watson was your first ever quarterback. So anyway, final score of this one: take Texas and Sam Ellinger, their quarterback, in a great ball game. Okay, 48-44. Ride the over, too, if you got a little extra money on you. 48-44. Texas wins the game, covers the spread. They're getting points anyway. A little money line bet. Take the over, and thank me. Thank me in the comments for helping you win some money.
My pick in that game, I'm going with Oklahoma. I don't buy into Texas, even though Tom Herman would have been a better hire at South Carolina than Will Muschamp.
Well, neither do I, but I mean – still think that.
Yeah. Up next, Tennessee at Georgia. Georgia is a 12.5-point favorite. Jackpot, what's your pick on this game, man?
This is bet down a little bit. I think it opened up at like 2 touchdowns, right?
Right.
There's a big debate right now between like Tennessee and Miami. We're trying to figure out which team's back, which one's back more. Tennessee came off of a big win last week at home against Missouri, and that Georgia, though. I mean, here's my thing about Georgia. They won that game 27-6, but they did nothing in the second half. It's like they just totally put their foot off the gas. They didn't put their foot down Auburn's throat. They could have won that game like 41-6. In my opinion. Is Stetson Bennett the fourth or whatever he is? I mean, is this guy for real? I mean, he looks the part. This is a tough one to call. I was just going to go with Georgia altogether, but then, I think that Tennessee is going to have a hard time scoring against Georgia. This one could be. I think they'll keep it under 14 points total for the Vols, just because I think that Jaron Dudu is not going to be able. I mean, if Bo Nix couldn't muster it up an offense against Georgia, I don't think Jaron Dudu is going to be able to do anything. But the weather has me concerned that it may ground both these teams, and then when that happens, you kind of look at the underdog, and it kind of looks a little bit enticing to you. So, man, I don't want to do it because I can't stand them. As I said, somebody said on the Mazodcast, what was it? The voicemail line. The only damn good thing to come out of East Tennessee was Dolly Parton's Sweet Rack. But I don't want to do this. I got some ground to make up, and I got to make it up somehow or another. I'm taking the Vols to cover.
Hey, since Do we just really have a reference to Dolly Parton's titties on our show?
Titties.
What the fuck is wrong with us?
Don't tell me you ain't never thought about that before.
Oh goddamn! You're killing me. You know what that sweat that runs between her boobs is, right? It's Mountain Dew.
The Frank Broad River.
This show's gone to hell.
Mountain Dew.
Comrade, please pick and bring us back to earth here.
But being an alum of the University of South Carolina, I can break down how you beat Georgia because that's what we did. We beat Georgia, and I'm going to tell you right now, Tennessee has no shot in hell beating Georgia. No shot in hell beating Georgia. No shot in hell of making the game close. Georgia is the best team in the East. They're the second best team in the conference. Okay, there's Bama. I get a little bit of gap, then Georgia, then a big gap, and everybody else. And Tennessee isn't even in the top tier of the SEC. They're fraudulent, okay? They're a bad team. And my computer has it, Georgia, kind of a repeat of last week. Georgia 27, Tennessee 6. I'm not sure Tennessee gets in the end zone. I think they get in the end zone in this game. Georgia kills Tennessee. They're the best team in the East by far. They're going to thump them. That defense is too good. Too good. And, Guantanamo Bay will probably throw about 4 picks, fumble once, and look like he shouldn't belong in the game. So, are you okay?
I can't believe what you just said. Oh, God. I wrote out this nice little thing here about why I was going to pick Tennessee. In honor of Dolly Parton's boobs, I take Tennessee. Up next, South Carolina at Vanderbilt. South Carolina is a 12.5-point favorite on the road against the Commodores. Jackpot, I swear to you, if you say that one more time, I'm going to have to quit the fucking show. Please tell me who you're taking here.
I got to go with my Gamecocks here. I mean, 12.5 that's not a lot of points. Vanderbilt's offense is horrible. They're starting a freshman quarterback. He's thrown 2 touchdown passes against 4 picks. I know that they played Texas A&M close. I really don't know what that was a product of. I did not watch one single minute of that game. But I do know that last week at home they absolutely got pounded by LSU. I'm not saying that we're at LSU, but I think that Colin Hill will find some time in the pocket. Vanderbilt's got a defense, but I mean, does it really matter? I think he'll find some time in the pocket. He'll find some receivers. I think that we see some of these guys start making up for some of these mistakes. Maybe Luke Doty and the carry-on Joyner finally get to see some time on the field in the receiving position. I will make a bold prediction that one of those young men catches a touchdown pass in this game against Vandy, and I think we win fairly easily. I mean, and it's not so much of a proclamation that we're great. I mean, it's just an indictment on Vandy is just really bad. They're just really bad, and I don't see us not covering that number. That's not a lot to expect.
Comrade, what's your pick, sir?
I mean, we shouldn't take them lightly. Vanderbilt, historically, they own Clemson all the time. Let's put it out there. It's true. They own Clemson all the time. So it's a team that we need to be wary of, and I think we'll come out, and I think we've been practicing really well all week, according to Will Muschamp, but he wouldn't lie. He wouldn't lie to me.
No, never.
But he says we've been practicing hard all week and doing a good job, and Will Muschamp would never. He's always going to be straight with me and you and everything else.
Said they did
I would hope our defense gets a little confidence because, good Lord, they need something. And you can get confidence against a team like Vanderbilt who's got 48 kids who are opting out of COVID. I'd hope you'd be able to stop them. If we don't stop them, I may break my TV. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah,
that being said, we should be able to score on them as well. Should be able to run the ball. Hopefully, I really here's what's going to piss me off. If it's the fourth quarter opens up and I'm worried we're going to lose the game, I don't know what to do. I may go knock myself out when the basketball season starts. But anyway, I think we win. I think we cover 28-10. That range what I'm hoping. Okay, and get a little confidence going. Start building a little confidence and start going on that run. You know what I mean? That run, 8-2 type of run. For the season. That's what I'm talking about. Get going.
Here's the decision that I've made on the South Carolina Gamecocks. I'm not going to pick the South Carolina Gamecocks anymore this season.
Good. You won't win the contest.
Except for this game.
Oh.
Because Vanderbilt is the king of shitholes. So I'm taking Vanderbilt to cover the 12.5. But after that, I will not pick South Carolina the rest of the season because I don't want my name associated with Will Muschamp. Sorry, I think he's that much of a failure.
Are you picking the Gamecocks? Or you just said you're picking Vanderbilt to cover.
After this season, after this game, I will not pick the Gamecocks anymore.
So you're picking the Gamecocks.
Probably. Yep, I'm picking the Gamecocks now to cover the
Vanderbilt.
Yeah, I think Vanderbilt's a shithole, so I'm not taking Vanderbilt. They do have the smart group there, though. So taking the Gamecocks this week. If they lose, stand by on Sunday night. Well, we're going to test Kale's mettle if they lose. I wonder who'll drop off first, Kale or the comrade. It may just be Rob. Anyway, give me South Carolina to cover the 12.5. Final game, Miami plays at Clemson. Line is 15.5. Jackpot, what's your pick?
I've said it all along that the Taters, they just don't screw up in these type of games. They go out and blow out teams like this, and then they lose the ones that they do lose by the grace of God. It's to a wet fart like Syracuse or Pitt. But I mean, I really think that Miami's going to come out and play hard in this situation. I mean, this is the highest they've been ranked in a long time. Last time they climbed up to like number 3 in 2017 before they lost to Pitt. But still went to the championship game. My problem with Clemson in the second half this year, y'all know you don't win the second half. You scored you beat Wake Forest in the second half 13-10. You didn't score at all against the Citadel in the second half. And then you lost the second half to Virginia. So that's concerning. And you're not covering. You haven't covered all year on the Vegas numbers. This is a quarterback that features a dynamic that you don't see very. This is probably the best quarterback that Clemson has faced in ACC play since Lamar Jackson. I mean, honestly, with that kind of skill set, and you had some trouble. You had some trouble then, and I mean things have changed. The team has totally flipped around. I get that, but I just think that with the weather situation, I mean both of you are pretty high powered offensively, so you go get your points. But I think that this 15.5, I'd like it a little bit more at 14, like Vegas has it right now. That's just 15.5. I'm going to take those Canes to cover in this game. I'm going to take them Canes to keep it close and interesting. Unfortunately, I still think that the Shitbirds win, but I don't think it's going to be by a whole lot. And I think this is going to be an eye-opener. It's going to be an eye-opener for Dabo the rest of the way down the hill this year.
I'm fucking mad.
Okay, Virtual Kale. Comrade, what's your pick?
All right, so beginning of the season, we did our year-long predictions, and I picked that Clemson was going to lose a game this year, and so trying to figure out who they lose to, and I picked Miami. Okay, I don't know. I mean, see, now kind of cracking this game down, kind of what Kale said. I like Miami a lot, okay? I like Miami a lot. But the problem is that Miami now has kind of gotten a little bit of spotlight. And that usually, as Kale was saying, that's usually a kind of a bad omen for the teams going against Clemson.
Because, bring out the cockroaches.
Yeah. So I mean, so I kind of wish Miami had lost a game this year. And then maybe I would feel better about taking them here. But that being said, my computer has this game as a blowout. Let me go. What's the score here? I wrote it down earlier on my phone. 40-13 Clemson, what the computer says. And I told myself I was not going to let my bias or whatever it is kind of go into the computer. So I'm going to go ahead and do it again. And take Clemson to cover, and because I can't lose that way. If Clemson covers, I get one more point in the contest and show my dominance. If they don't cover, I'm going to laugh at everybody's asses. If Miami pulls the upset and wins, I can always fall back in the fact I predicted it back in August. I don't give a shit. Anyway, so I think Clemson probably rolls and covers. So I'm covered either way. I'm going to take my Clemson to cover the spread, 40-13. Hope I'm wrong. I hope we go 7-1 this week with this one being the loss. I'll take that every week.
I've been trouble with this game because last week's game against Virginia, they have what I think is one of the better offensive lines in the ACC. Clemson had some issues in the second half, I think, but I think the Dogs were caught off a little bit. I think the weather is going to be shitty on Saturday night, so the ball may be a little slick. One thing that Miami has that is interesting to me anyway is I like their tight ends. What the name of their tight end is Jordan, I believe.
Jordan?
Yeah, he is a pretty good player. So, man, I'm struggling with this one, but I'm going to take Miami. I'll give up how many points am I getting? 15.5. Yeah, I'll take that. I think Clemson wins, but it'll be like 27-17. So give me Miami to get the loss, but they will cover the 15.5. So there you go with that.
I'm the only one that believes in Clemson on this show. Mark it down. The only one who believes in Dabo Swinney on this show. Only one.
It's you didn't pick them to lose, stupid.
Only one.
Talking about
only one. I mean, you wanted them fired a few years ago, Rob.
Yeah, well, so I don't. But we've already talked about this. What are you talking about? I mean, I don't get you. You have anything else you'd like to add to the show?
Yeah, I'm 21-9. 21-9. So every pick I made, with the exception of probably one, is right.
You better be lucky that Kale's beard decided not to get in because he would outpick your ass.
I don't know.
Kale's beard needs to get in on the bowl challenge.
Destroy mocks my computer. I'm 21-9. Destroy. I'm 21. The computer's 21-9. That makes no sense.
You're arguing with a guy named Destroy. What the fuck is wrong with you?
God. Good Lord. Your Gators are weak as hell. They're going to get their ass kicked this week.
You need to be quiet.
3.
They beat
Go
you.
Aggies.
Talking about. You guys want to take calls for a minute before we get out of here?
Yeah, I want Destroy to call.
I've heard through the grapevine they stopped doing yell practice over at A&M this week and started practicing football a little bit more.
Yeah. Calamond.
All right.
Get her defense.
Okay. Whatever. Anyway, we'll take calls this evening. The number to dial, ladies and gentlemen, 803-470-2905. 803-470-2905. By the way, I want to play something here from our friends at the Mazodcast, which Kale and I reverence a lot. And people are like, why do you listen to a show about the Mizzou? Because it's fucking funny. That's why. Anyway, Kale decided that he was going to call the Mazodcast. I want to play Kale's call from the Mazodcast here. Let's see if I can. Let's wait. No. Let's see here. I got to make sure I got the proper episode here. Episodes. There we go. Because I'm looking for the episodes here, and if you want to call, have at it. when was this put out? Maybe
Yesterday.
yeah. So it doesn't tell me when it dropped, but let's see if we can get into the mix here. I think the Kale was at like 37 flat, and then let's see if this is we'll play Kale's bit here from the Mazodcast, which is really funny, and what they said afterwards about Will Muschamp pretty funny too. There we go.
Sorry, here's a lesson. Don't ever put your money on this Columbia's Missouri Tiger, because while we will sneak up,
It was before that?
Yeah, about 30 seconds back. 45 seconds back.
All right, let's see if I can find it. It's really funny. So bear with us a second here. Let's try this. Kale dropped his headset again.
He took D-line zoo, which was something we were known for, and he dismantled it.
it's not a thing anymore.
He destroyed it.
And everybody's praising Barry Odom for fucking their win against Arkansas. It's like, hey, assholes, he had 4 years to get his own players and do exactly what he wanted on defense here, and he did a terrible job. Terrible.
What's up? It's Carolina Jackpot reaching out to y'all from the upstate of South Kakalaki. Man, what the hell happened to y'all today? Not only was I pulling for y'all to beat those 400 redneck ball cards, you couldn't even cover the spread, and y'all were my lock, stock, and 2 smoking barrels. Pick of the week on my show. Golly, bum.
Yeah.
All right, bona fide dog shit out there today.
He's not wrong. I like this guy.
Oh,
Keep calling
It's
in.
going to be a long year for both of us.
You
See
betcha.
in November in the toilet bowl.
Yeah.
The real Columbia.
I like this. South Carolina Mizzou fan.
Yeah, welcome to the show, South Carolina fan. Welcome, and we're sorry. Here's a lesson: don't ever put your money on this Columbia's Missouri Tigers, because while we will sneak up and beat a few people once in a while, you're never going to know when it's coming.
Yeah,
and you certainly can't bet on it. We appreciate you making it your lock, stock, toilet bowl, barrel, whatever you want to call it, pick.
Yeah,
and we hope you tune in again. We'll put you on the air. I don't know how bad South Carolina is this year. I mean, Muschamp is garbage, clearly hot garbage.
You should interview him before we play.
We'll have you on
South
again.
Carolina.
Yeah, give us your number, man. We'll call you. You give us South Carolina analysis in our
right.
midweek show, and then we'll know what to expect against them. So, hey, get in touch with us. And Mazodcast@gmail.com. Give us your number, and you, South Carolina fan, whoever you are, you're going to be our South Carolina analyst.
Our
that week.
intrepid reporter,
That's
South
right.
Carolina reporter.
There you go. Kale branching out to the Mazodcast. Holy shit, Kale. Kale, make sure that you call, because they are friends of the program. They normally do my show on Fox Sports Radio with me, and then I normally go on their show. But since they're asking for you, you should go. And make sure that you get us some publicity. Tell them that when you go to negotiate for your time, tell them that you want some Blue Chew. That you'll come on their show for some Blue Chew. Poor Kale. All right, Destroy says he likes Barry Odom. All right, there's our picks for the week. What? Oh,
Barry Odom.
He likes Barry Odom. Fuck, I don't know.
Oh, Lord.
All right, well, we'll be back at it on Sunday night. Hopefully the Gamecocks will get a win, and the Comrade won't have to sit here and try to defend. Yeah, that was my last question. If you lose to Vanderbilt, are you going to say fuck Will Muschamp forever for however long he's here?
I don't use that. I don't like to swear in the podcast, Rob. I don't like.
You cussed me so bad 2 weeks ago, where you're like, "Listen to me, motherfucker," and blah blah blah. You motherfucked me here, there, and everywhere else. So stop with that.
But by the way, I got rattled out. My son rattled out to my wife because he overheard me and said, "Daddy's using bad language." So.
Really?
My wife and I go, well, he's doing his podcast, Tony. Don't listen to him. So,
damn it,
good.
That's not good at all. What the fuck are you drinking, Kale? Holy shit!
If we lose to Vanderbilt, it's officially basketball season. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come in here with a basketball in my head. Those basketball heads on Sunday. That's what I'll be. Just talking about basketball.
I'm just
breaking on AJ Lawson.
Yeah, Hunter
No,
says
I could full on see South Carolina losing to Vanderbilt and then going and winning at LSU or some crazy shit.
I would love that because then we could kind of
that.
pull the whole name a team who's beating LSU in 2020. Is it Clemson? No, Gamecocks. That'd be pretty nice.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
about
but then we'd also have to say name a team who lost their last game to Vanderbilt. It would be like both of them.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah.
That would suck a dick.
Yeah, that would suck.
Let's see here. Jonathan has an NFL question. You want to take an NFL question? Call the show, Jonathan, 803-470-2905. We'll take your NFL question before we get out of here. Call quickly, though, because Kale looks like he's making himself some ramen noodles or some shit up there.
I was thinking about it. I was moving them around. But
you're gonna make ramen noodles. You need to make some for me and the comrade. You have to ship them over to Russia.
I ate those much in college. I mean, I can.
We ever get to the point where we're having to ship ramen noodles around? We might as well pack it up on the shelf. Okay?
Yeah. If we get to the point where we're eating ramen noodles every day, that's not going to be good. Not going to be good at all. All right, Jonathan, call in if you want your NFL questions. We'll be happy to answer those for you as we get finished to wrap up here. Jonathan's got I'm giving Jonathan about 90 seconds here. Kale Destroy says he's doing drug challenges. Late night munchies. There we go. Let's see here. All right, welcome into the show. What's up?
Hey, Rob. It's Jonathan.
Jonathan, what's going on, friend?
Yeah, just a real quick statement before I ask my question. Yeah, I had the opportunity to listen to that. I guess you say that rant that the guy John had on 7.5. And while I might not be as shall we say as lively as he was, I didn't really find anything with that particular rant that I disagreed with. And one of the things that,
dude, none of us have any clue what you're talking about here, friend. You're talking about somebody ranting.
The guy,
I heard that. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. What else you got, bud?
107.5, and was talking about got really animated with, I think it may have been with Jay Phillips, about the state of the program. And
well, let me break something to you here, and we've talked about this before. If you listen to 107.5 or WCCP, they are controlled by the university. That's just the way that it is. Comrade will volley that Heath Klein can do whatever he wants to do, and he may be right about that. But pretty much everybody else there is going to suck the Gamecock dick. That's just the way that it is. They've told me that. All right. Same thing goes with the folks from WCCP. If they say anything bad about Clemson, they will get a nice talking to from their program director. So if you want to listen to stuff that's not going to be, hey, the Gamecocks could win 7 games this year, or Clemson will go undefeated forever, there are fine shows out there, not just mine. I recommend Josh Pate's podcast. You can get some good football knowledge from there. You can also get some good knowledge from Uncle Lou. He puts out some good stuff too. Don't listen to stuff that is just completely slanted towards South Carolina, Clemson, or whatever. It's ridiculous. But anyway, go ahead with your NFL stuff.
Yeah, Walt actually got let go from the 105.5, or he quit or something back during the Tommy Bowden era, because he was negative on the program, and they weren't having that.
Yeah. Anyway,
I think
we're gonna answer Brock's question before we get out of here too. But go ahead. What was your football question, sir?
Oh yeah. Well, as far as the NFL goes, I've been keeping up with this whole thing with the COVID thing with the Tennessee Titans, seeing as they're playing my Bills this weekend. I just have a really strong opinion. I would prefer that the game not be basically a forfeit. I don't think that really, if you're talking about punishing the Titans for, breaking any type of quarantine or going against the protocols that they had. A forfeit for me just doesn't seem like it would be punishment enough. Take a draft pick if they're repeat offenders. But for me, I think that my Bills are legit. I think Josh Allen is. You have Stephon Diggs, Cole Beasley, John Brown. You have great running back in Devin Singletary. Hopefully, after this game against the Raiders, with Josh Norman coming back, that finally the defense has got itself figured out. And I was just wondering what you guys thought. I mean, like I said, I'd prefer not to have a forfeit on the.
I don't think they're going to have a forfeit. I don't think that's going to happen. But Hunter says he's out. Thanks. All right, Jonathan, thanks for calling the show, buddy. We appreciate it.
Alrighty.
All right, so there you go with that. I don't think they're going to have a forfeit. I don't think that's going to happen. I like the Bills if they have the chance to play. All right, so, Comrade, are you cool with that pick? You like the Bills or what?
Yeah, the Bills is for real. I mean, they did it the right way. They got a great GM, a great coach, and doing the things the right way. I don't think it'll be a forfeit either. I think you're going to see some – NFL is going to have some issues that MLB had during this regular season. You're going to see some games moved around, and I think the NFL is probably have to push back maybe their Super Bowl and their playoffs a little bit, which is fine. It's going to work either way. But I think you're going to see some teams have to cancel some games and push them back towards the end of the year. The Titans, the Patriots got it. Gilmore is now tested positive, and of course he's over there hugging the Chiefs. After the game the other night, so you don't know if Mahomes is going to have it. So you might see the NFL have to do what the baseball did for a while and kind of push games back and maybe put the Super Bowl back in another month or so. So.
Well, let's. By the way, people talking over there about they go to Uncle Lou for their football knowledge. Uncle Lou puts out some unbiased shit. Not just saying that because he calls into the show. Pigskin Pete does good stuff too. He can do some unbiased stuff, but it's ridiculous. Some of the Homer radio that's out there that's just ridiculously stupid. So anyway, don't listen to any of that crap. Seriously, Comrade's got a podcast. You still do your podcast, right? Every now and then, go back and listen.
Yeah, these are busy times for my job, and now my kids are playing baseball every damn night, so it's hard to do the baseball podcast. But we'll get it up and running. We got enough hours a day.
Listen to his archives. Listen to the Mazodcast archives. I'm just saying, don't listen to the Homer radio, man. It sucks.
But I did a great interview with Jeff Fry. Jeff Fry, former Red Sox player, played for the Rangers and a bunch of teams, Blue Jays, and had some great stories about Nomar and Seiko and Roger Clemens and all that stuff. So that's on the Pesky Pole podcast. You can check that out. Pretty good stuff. So.
All right. Well, last little comment here. Broccoli says, did you see that Florida governor's allowing full capacity stadiums? Yeah, I think that the college teams are going to do it, but I think the NFL is going to make everybody wait. I don't know, man. Somebody had to go first. Kale, what are you doing with are you dropped something? What's going on over there? Kale, are you okay?
What?
Yeah, it's like it sounded like you dropped your mic in a jar. Are you okay, buddy?
My things are dead.
Oh, okay. Things are dead. All right. Well, with that, I think this show is a wrap. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in this evening. We appreciate it. All right, Jonathan, man, good stuff, buddy.
Bye, guys.
See you guys later.